Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel Bhavna's Kannada Vlogs. My name is Bhavna. Currently I'm pursuing my MBA first year in SVC College Bangalore, which was affiliated by THANKYOU Belgaum. Today I'm coming up with a third video assignment which is assigned by the Professor Shrija ma'am. The subject called Business Communication. The topic as I displayed on the screen, classification of communication, or it can be called as types of communication. So I want to say, before starting a video, I want to say one thing. Thank you for supporting me for last two videos, and I need the same support for further coming videos also. You guys should like all the videos, and you have to share your opinions to the comment section. Now come, let's begin the video. Now let's move to the introduction part. You guys are seeing the introduction part on the screen. So let us see about the communication. Communication is nothing but exchanging of information from one to one through speaking, listening, written or oral communication. Business communication is a process of sharing the information from people to people in workplace or outside the workplace. This is about the communication. So come, let's move to the next part. Types of business communication or classifications of business communication. Basically, I have divided the types into three types on the basis of expression, media and methods. Next one was on the basis of flow of information. Next one on the basis of organizational relationship. On the basis of expression, method, media, verbal communication. Verbal communication are of two types: oral communication and written communication. Next, non-verbal communication, that are of six types: visual communication, audio communication, audio-video communication or audio-visual communication, gesture communication, passive communication, communication through actions. Second one was on the basis of flow of information, that are of three types: horizontal communication, vertical communication. Vertical communication are divided into two types again: upward communication and downward communication. Next one was crosswise communication. Next, third one was on the basis of organizational relationship. In that, there are only two types: formal communication and informal communication. This is just types of the communication. Now I will explain in detail about all these types or classification of communication. As I told you before, first classification is on the basis of expression, method, media. In that, first one was verbal communication. Verbal communication is nothing but a one-to-one communication or two-way process or exchanging of messages with one another. In that, they are divided into two types. First one was oral communication and written communication. Now let's see about the oral communication. Oral communication is nothing but a sharing of information from one to another, or exchanging the ideas or sharing about your work. Or the oral communication can be done in formal or informal method. Both the way the oral communication can be done. Next one was written communication. Written communication is nothing but a writing way or in a texting way. Written communication can be described. In a formal way, we will send a formal email to to the employees or to the workers, or from top management to the below level managers, CEO to the managers of the organization. The message sent in the formal way through the text or to the written format is called as written communication. Now let's see about the non-verbal communication. Basically, non-verbal communication is a communication where the communication can be seen through eye contact, body language or touch, voice, and many other ways of platform of non-verbal communication. In this, I have divided into five types of non-verbal communication. First one was visual communication. Visual communication is a process using photography or through videos or through multiple this YouTube channel videos can be also taken into example of visual communication. And next one was audio method communication, communicating through the audios, which the people will previously record the audios, and in the crowd they will post that audio. Is nothing but a audio method communication. Next one was audio visual communication. And audio visual communication is nothing but a kind of communication uses both pictorial representation or video representation. Through that video, the voice will also come. That is known as audio visual communication. Next one was gesture communication. Basically, for any communicators or any person who is doing the communication through oral or written, through formal or informal, gesture is very important role, because Through the gesture only we can see that whether he's a good communicator or else something. We can communicate through the gesture also. Your body language or your eye contact or your day-to-day life, everything matters in a gesture communication. All plays a very important role in gesture communication. Next one was passive communication, a style of communication where people avoid expressing their needs or wants or opinions, that are all considered as a passive communication. And lastly, communication through action. What I'm doing through my hand action or facial expression or speaking loudly with the peoples can be considered as then communication through actions. Action shows in a body language or an eye contact or a voice or a tone or your gesture. Everything includes in a communication through action. On the basis of flow of information. On the basis of flow of information, that I have classified into three types. First one was horizontal communication, second was vertical communication, and third one was cross-vis communication. First, let us see about the horizontal communication. Horizontal communication plays a very important role in the business where the communication happens in the same level in the sense in which the communication happens in the only middle level or in the only lower level. I can take into the example of a production manager to the quality control manager, like that. In the same level, the communication happens with the two different peoples, is known as an horizontal communication. Now let's move to the vertical communication. Basically, vertical communication may happen for top level to the bottom level and lower level, or else from bottom level to the top level. It may take vice versa of the communication. In that vertical communication are of two types. One was upward communication and another was downward communication. Upward communication is nothing but receiving a feedback related to the business. The feedback was given by the employees to the managers. That will definitely helps to the business to grow in the further days. That is known as upward communication. When we come up with a downward communication, the decisions which are taken by the top level management like CEOs, that information should be passed from top level to the middle level and middle level to the lower level. That type of communication is called as downward communication. The information which comes from the top level to the lower level is called as downward communication. Next one was cross-vis communication. Cross-vis communication can also be called as diagonal communication. Here the communication may happen in the same level with the higher level employees or lower level employees. Here the communication happens with the team leader and the team employees can be taken as an example for cross-vis communication. This is about the second type of classification. This is last classification under the classification of business communication, that was on the basis of organizational relationship. Organizational relationship is nothing but a relationship which we gonna take in the organization, like from top level to the middle level or middle level to the lower level, or the employees or the managers or the CEOs, directors. That relationship can be taken into the consideration in the organizational relationship. In that, first one was formal communication. Formal communication, in the sense we will get into our mind, is called formal communication, is followed by rules, regulations, like that. If the formal communication mainly focuses on dress code from the person who speaks or who takes the opportunity to speak, he should have a formal dress code. He should present the PPTs, like that. The every communication process takes in a formal way or some typical way, which is followed by some rules and regulations in the organization. The formal communication again can be done in the oral form or written form, but the formal communication should follow the rules and regulation according to the business. Next, you can take into the example for formal communication, like doing any reports in the organization or presenting any reports in the meetings, or year-end financial statements discussion. That should be happens in a formal way. That can be taken as an example for formal communication. Now let's move to the informal communication. Informal communication can also be done again in the oral or written format, but does not have any hierarchy of doing communication. Here is the basic example was gossip. Gossip can be taken for an informal communication. I hope you guys understood the classifications of business communication. If you understood the types or the classifications of business communication, I am here to conclude this topic. Here we can see any communication is effective. The communication should be effective means, one, we should know about the topic and we should present in a very well manner. In the same time, if we are presenting in a well manner means the opposite people or the opposite audience will attract and they will listen to your words. So the reaction of yours will matters. So the sender and receiver both should understand the topic and the message should be conveyed very properly. Now let us conclude the topic. In this communication classes, here we can see in any types of communication, if the communication is effective means the communicator will understand and they will implement in their business activities. If not means they may not take your communication into a seriousness. So better you first do the research on your topic and then go to present. Then the audience will attract to your communication and definitely they're going to understand the topic. This is about the business communication. I hope so you understood the classifications of business communication which I explained in this video. Please guys, don't skip the videos, watch continuously, and your one like matters a lot in our academics. As I told in the before videos, please do like, share, subscribe to my YouTube channel. ನಾನು ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ. ನಿಮಗೆ ಈ ವಿಡಿಯೋ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ವಿಡಿಯೋಗೆ ಲೈಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ನಿಮ್ಮದು ಲೈಕ್ ಕೂಡ ನಮ್ಗೆ ತುಂಬ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಅಕಾಡೆಮಿಕ್ಸ್ ವೈಸಾಗಿ ಬಂದಾಗ. ಸೊ ನೀವು ಲೈಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಮತ್ತು ಸಬ್ಸ್ಕ್ರೈಬ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಮತ್ತು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಒಪಿನಿಯನ್ಸ್ನ ಕಮೆಂಟ್ ಸೆಕ್ಷನಲ್ಲಿ ಶೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿ. I hope so you understood everything in this video. If any improvement I should make in the further video assignment means, please do comment in the comment section. See you in the next video assignment or else in some videos in my YouTube channel. Upcoming videos or some excitement is there. See you in that. Ali tanka ellaru ಖುಷಿಯಾಗಿದ್ದೀ. Tata bye bye. So here is I'm signing off. Thank you for watching this video. Like, share, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Tata bye bye. See you in the next video.